Alright, welcome everyone, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
K-On! Season 2, Episode 12. We had a hot day.
We did.
Yeah. That's what happened last week.
Right.
And as for what will happen this week, who's to say? Who's to say?
It will continue to be hot.
Probably. Maybe this is where we get the beach episode.
Right? See, I like the way you think about this.
Right, it's like that, oh man, it was so hot. Okay, now the way that we deal with the fact that it was super hot, besides the air conditioner, is, I don't know.
They put contraptions on their head that have like self, fanning kind of things.
One of the little like Disneyland
they're
hats.
just like wee.
Yeah.
And it just kind of spins there,
See, the thing is, you really don't know, because this show, and especially this season, it's kind of just like you get a different flavor of something each episode.
Yeah.
And then that's the episode.
And I like ice cream.
Ice cream's good.
In all 95 flavors. So
that's right.
I'll have all of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. Summer break guidelines. Oh,
okay.
Yeah. Spending time meaningfully in K-On!
So is this going to be the time that Mugi is able to get the good house?
Oh. Ah! We are ignoring the future and we are trying to stay in the present. Yeah. Hey!
Oh.
Yeah. Ooh, hey!
She is in full-on blob mode.
Yep.
That was a cool transition.
Video games! He's so excited.
We'll get to the planning eventually.
Bringing that up again. No! Yes!
She knows how to try and guide Yui.
Okay. Well then, that sounds fun. Yeah, we can meet up with other bands and stuff. Yeah.
Okay. Inside the mountain.
Oh my god, yes.
Amazing.
That's a good point. Oh.
She has that many tickets?
She runs a side gig, scalping them. Yeah, what? Ah!
Oh!
Limited time! Use your youth! Right!
And so you must train.
The ferocity with which we switched to, now we're taking our summer very seriously.
Right.
To fill up all that time.
Yes.
It'll just be a little break. Yeah. Totally. Oh no. Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah.
She didn't even recognize her.
Is that the first time Yui's ever been first for something?
Yeah, I think so. Ah. Yeah.
And you never did. Yeah, how did that happen?
Sawa. She hasn't had her coffee yet.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
no! Going to another concert while hungover.
Yep, we gotta go, so
right.
let's go.
Well, we know why you feel sick.
Yeah. It's like an unfinished sentence, like, I am a rock star, you know?
Right.
I am a rock musician.
Just, I am rock.
I am rock, yes. Oh, well, you have to choose one, yep. Oh,
yes,
well,
they just leave her in there.
that would be funny. Oh. Yeah, I stopped that.
Is everybody just nervous because it's such a big event?
Yeah, it's the whole, they're going on a trip with no one being the expert for this thing there.
Oh, sure.
So Sawa would be the one corralling them, but she's out.
She's out for the count, yeah. And everyone has something different that they want to get out of this.
I'm surprised she hasn't retched yet. Like,
Well, she is a rock.
ah, right. Oh.
No.
Why 300 million? Like,
Yeah. She was just saving her energy.
right. Okay,
You're
now
hungover
we've got her to
self?
lead. Good.
Okay.
This is what we needed earlier.
Right.
Yes. Do not lose it. Yeah.
Wait.
Smart.
Okay. Gonna need to be on the slopes. Ouch. That's why you... Yeah.
It's not too bad, honestly.
Yeah. Could definitely be worse.
Well, you can also punch the ground and depress it a little bit to flatten it out.
Yeah, grass might look flat, but it doesn't feel flat a lot of the time.
That's not enough.
That...
Yep, I was gonna say.
And you need a lot more than that.
No, you needed a leader.
Oh no. Your feet will be killing you by the end. I hope you're spraying it over all of you, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh. Isn't it crazy to think that a small team of like under 100 people plan these types of events?
Yeah, that's kind of
Just
ridiculous.
the idea of, it's probably even less. It's probably like 20 people.
Sure, and then it's just a bunch of volunteers or staff to like
Yep.
keep things moving.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Really
Okay.
easy.
And you're not going to be doing that in 10 seconds with crowds.
No, that's not too far because you don't want the sound to be conflicting with each other.
Yeah. Ooh, all of them.
Damn. You don't have to
Savage.
hit her like that. That must suck to have 6 tickets.
Yeah.
And
And after she gave you all the tickets, she didn't even like say like, "Oh, I'll
Make you
sell them
purchase
to you,"
them,
you
yeah.
know. And it's loud. Introvert is like, I don't know about this. You can probably feel the sound waves in their bodies. Okay, cool.
Oh!
She's having a good time. You're never
Areas
finding
split
each
up.
other again.
You should have
Sure.
said that before they left.
Yep, yep. And better hope that your phones are on vibrate.
Uh-huh. Oh, cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Picturing yourself up there.
Oh my gosh. Nothing about
Alright.
it at all.
Food.
Yakisoba line is massive.
Yep, of course it is. Oh, alright.
Oh!
Critical damage.
Ah!
Yeah. Oh.
Oh no! Oh.
Ooh, that's a lot.
Bleh. Oh, we got storm.
Yes, Sawa, go!
Okay, cool. They did end up getting
Yeah.
ponchos, so they're not soaking wet or anything.
Right. They've got it mostly figured out.
Yeah, yeah.
And Sawa's with them.
次の見たいバンドまで時間あるな。お腹空いてない？お昼食べ損ねちゃったし。晩ご飯買ってくるよ。あ、私も行くよ。それより場所取り頼む。
Right.
じゃあ、ボードウォークの真ん中辺にそこで待ってる。T シャツ売ってた。さっきの左利きのギターがいるバンド。
That's awesome! Where's dinner?
Yeah, yeah. Where's the food though? Yeah.
着てみた。
Oh no.
私も欲しくなってきた。
Oh no. What about the food though?
Yeah.
これどう？
You're gonna starve.
あ、さわちゃんからだ。たこ焼き買ったから持ってきて。
Hey!
For her, you know.
Right. So we can all have one of those 6 pieces, right?
Right, right.
さっぱりした。お風呂も入れるんだね。いい日にします。あずさは今年も真っ赤。
Oh no.
日焼け止め塗ったんですけど。
You need to put it on multiple
Gotta
times.
put on every hour, every 2
Yeah.
hours.
Mm-hmm.
ヘドバンしすぎて首が。
Yep.
私のこと年だと思ったでしょ。
Yeah, good luck sleeping if you're a light sleeper at these things. People are up late into the night.
And that's on top of being on potentially uneven ground that is also at a slope.
こんなところで何してるんで
And
すか？
also potentially being very
遠
warm.
くから聞こえる曲聞いてたの。
It's a field of dreams out there.
Yes. A bonfire even.
Yes.
蚊に刺されませんか？大丈夫。虫除けバンド両手にしてるから。一個あげよう。あらお二人さん。
Hey.
最初のお話。ちょっとここで曲聴こうよ。
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
夢みたいだな。はい、不思議な感じです。ずっと音楽が流れてるなんてね。みんなかっこよかったな。私たちの映像の方がすごいよね。
Oh, yeah?
Oh.
プロ相手になんだその自信は。
Because we get to do it.
そんな口聞くようになる前に。
That's coming from Ritsu.
Yeah.
でもやっぱり私たちの方がすごいよ。
Because it's us and we're playing together.
そうオーラが。オーラって意味わかってるのか？さあ。
Yeah.
放課後ティータイムもすごいバンドだよ。そうだよ、ミオちゃん。
Yeah, you get it.
私たちはプロにも負けません。あずさまで演奏する方で。
Oh.
That'll be after high school, though. Or at least for most of you.
そうだよな。ここで演奏できたらすごいよ。
It would be really cool, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
これからもずっと。
There it is, yeah.
Yep.
そうだな。ずっと。ずっとな。
Like 2 or even 3 months.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay.
They actually started thinking about the future. Not with regards to graduating or studying or what have you.
Just
or
the
entrance
future in
exams or
general,
anything.
you know.
Entirely only because of the band and potentially wanting to stay together. But that's something.
Yep. Okay.
Ah, well, Yui's got this like motivated energy this episode.
Yeah.
She's, first to the bus stop.
Yep.
She's kind of keeping everybody fired up here despite, their leader being out of commission during most of that time. And given, Yui being the leader, things are still going to be pretty sporadic.
Yeah, shoot from the hip, improvisational, right?
Positive energy, not actually corralling or, leading in any strict way.
Just
inspiring.
generally encouraging.
Yeah, general encouragement. That's good. And she led as well at the end. Hey, let's go to Summerfest
Next
again.
year.
But
when most of us are not in high school anymore.
Yeah.
And this club isn't really doing the same thing that it used to be.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. What's that going to be like? And none of them really focus on it too close, right?
Yeah, you can feel the apprehension coming from pretty much everybody. Now, there's the stuff that gets brought up of like, hey, shouldn't we be? No, we're doing the break thing,
we're doing this other thing.
Yeah. And so, that's a lot to just kind of grapple with as kids.
And
what does the future hold?
What does it hold? The more that they build this up, it's something where there's a part of me that's actually starting to hold out hope that we are going to see some of that post high school stuff.
I think we will.
Yeah. And I get really excited about that because
we're only halfway through the season.
We're only halfway through the season, and this show has been, yes, a story of people just goofing off, right? Because they're teenagers.
Sure. Right.
But it's also about them growing up, right? Because, even though they might resist as much as possible, they do change, right?
Yeah.
Mio gets a little bit less high strung, same with Asunyan. And Yui, she has gotten a lot more responsible, right? So I would love to see them go to this place next year. That's the kind of thing that you'll probably have to start working on now, right? Because this is a really big deal. And, oh, hey, you do need to practice for something like this in addition to, maybe talking to Sawa and be like, hey, if we were going to be here, how would that work?
Right. Do we need to actually incorporate as a band business, do we need to fully set up ourselves in such a way where we have someone be able to discover us without us needing to literally play for them?
What are the smaller gigs that we'd have to do to be able to either one, raise the money to be able to afford to go here, or just have a track record that you can point to and be like, yes, we are an actual band.
Raise the money is a big part, yeah. But then two, have something that actually makes you have fans where you can then go, hey, our latest album sold 1,000 copies.
Right.
We, deserve a spot because we'll then bring more people to Summerfest as you then advertise that, hey, by the way,
we're going to be there.
This band is going to be here.
Yep.
And that takes time.
That is
they might already be picking their next people within the next few months.
Oh, sure. I imagine that starts happening immediately after the festival ends.
Right.
Yeah.
Because they're just, wanting to have a good event that keeps running year after year.
Right. And it doesn't just happen.
Yeah, maybe you don't go to this one next year, but you go to it in 4 years.
Sure.
But even then, that'd be amazing. You just have to actually take that time. But because they are doing a lot of little things to avoid stuff here, we have characters bringing it up, but not following up with it because they don't want to be that person that's ruining the fun for everybody else too. And that's probably the part that's weighing on a couple of their minds of this is fun, right? But
what is this?
But what is it?
Actually.
Yeah. And that's tough questions to answer because you're in a group.
Yep.
Each of you want different things.
Right. Whether it's the food or the general experience or whatever. Yeah.
You're approaching this also for different reasons. So while you all might want to continue the band, and in that part, you are united, the reasons why could be slightly different.
Yep. And that'll become even more obvious if the band continues after high school, right? Because right now it's convenient. Right now this is the way that you guys hang out. And you could totally keep doing that as we stay in touch with the friends that we made in high school.
Right.
And this is how.
That's amazing. Yeah, go for it.
But how long is that going to be enough, right?
We don't know.
Yeah.
And These are all great questions amidst the just nostalgic experience of going to your first concert.
Right.
When you go to your first outdoor concert, mind you, that's a big difference too. The big 100,000 people concert.
Right. Not just some, you go to a bar and they have bands that come through.
It's just one building where there maybe are, a few hundred people sitting there.
Yeah, exactly.
Something. That's still a nice
That's
concert.
still really cool. But it's not the same as when there's a wall of noise because there are too many people to possibly count, and the ground feels like it's shaking even though it's dirt.
There's, something being registered on the Richter scale
in
this area because
seismic activity.
You've got 4 bands going simultaneously on massive stages with 5 figures of people on a couple of them.
Yeah, the idea that they were like, oh, this is the main stage, which can have 40,000 people, like here watching this this stage. That's just one of the stages in this outdoor place.
It's just the biggest one, but there are other ones that are 10,000.
Right.
That's so crazy in terms of size because while they say 40,000 or 10,000, you're going to have spillover of more or less on some of them because they don't necessarily want to be able to see the band. They just want to be in that crowd.
Sure.
So you definitely could have well over 50, potentially almost up to 100,000 people at Summerfest here.
Oh,
now I'm actually curious because
totally
I want to
that.
go and look it up and see how many people are there and then compare them to just general big music festivals around the world and see what are some of the biggest ones, because I'm sure there are some where it's like, oh, this one gets 1 million people show up to
it
this
is
one.
Kind of crazy to because I haven't been, I have been to outdoor concerts, but not often
and not huge.
Exactly, not
ones.
the crazy huge ones, but even when I do, or more often go to big anime conventions or something like that.
Sure.
It is kind of fascinating to just see how the people that run the event manage the inordinate
chaos.
Numbers of just people that are there. Because if you think about it, it's kind of terrifying, right? Just the idea that you could have thousands upon thousands of people that are all rushing in a direction or crowding, right?
Right.
The reason why they say don't run.
Don't run is because you could start something and people could
exactly.
die, or at the very least get hurt. But that's why I love Sawa here, is that she's coming and being like, all right, it's a madness in there.
Yeah,
Y'all need to be on point. You need to
Right.
get your wristbands. Don't lose them. Stay together.
Stay hydrated.
Stay
No water
hydrated.
doesn't cut it. You need a sports drink.
Bug spray, sunscreen. And I'm
Right.
like, yes, Sawa.
All right.
Yes.
Right.
The adult is speaking some sense
Because
here.
of course she'd know how to handle this stuff because she goes to these probably all the time.
She's probably been to 10 of them.
Yeah. In fact, she said that she always goes to this.
Right.
Yeah.
That's just fun. It's also just really endearing to see people who have not experienced something for the first time and go, yeah, I remember that time, or oh yeah, I remember those feelings, or oh yeah, they took all the tents on the flatland.
Ouch.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have to sleep. So
Right.
when I thought about the times where I've had that exact same thing happen, I literally had this moment where I was like, I'm gonna sleep on a tilt. Shoot. And then I was like, wait a minute. And I moved the tent, found the spot that was generally where I was gonna be, and I just started punching the ground. And I literally flattened a depressed spot where it was slant, and then it goes down, and then it just flat.
Right.
And I made it, and it was 6 feet by 4 feet in
just
diameter. And I'm like,
They must have worked hard for that.
well, I didn't actually work that hard
Oh,
for
yeah?
it because the ground was kind of soft.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't like rocks.
And it wasn't
stuff.
like a big slope. It's not like, you flattened out like
No, no,
something
no,
was,
no.
30-degree angle or whatever.
No, I made it from being a 20-degree angle to a 3-degree angle or a 4-degree angle or something where
right. You make it to where it's much less noticeable.
much less noticeable, and specifically maybe was not perfectly flat even at the points where it was kind of all like this.
Yeah.
But the idea that they then went and laid on it and rolled it and tried to
Right, because you
flatten it
also
out as
sort of
much-
softened up the ground. Yeah.
Well, right, because in Washington in general, there's just so much water.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as a dry, rocky place. It's
Because that's what I would usually do in the times when I'd be sleeping outside, is I would then, because, there'd be those bits of lumps in the ground, that would dig into your back. And so that's what you punch. You're like, all right, you specifically, I have beef with you. And then,
I just wanted to clarify when people heard me talk about punching the ground. I'm like, I'm not punching like hard ground at all.
No,
Like,
yeah.
This gives way. Like,
Right. It's the yeah.
it's like the reason why you have the tent, honestly, is not because you want to be worried about like rainfall. No, because if it rains, you're screwed no matter what. But it's the you don't want bugs to get in.
Right. And then you also want to stay fairly clean.
You want to stay fairly clean because there's mud, and there's just mud, so
Right.
much of it.
Well, and that's really the worst part about rain. It's not if you're getting rained on, it's if the ground gets all, you know.
Ugh, yeah.
But good episode, fun episode. They keep doing this thing where they're, having the characters allude to the future and everything, but avoiding it. I'm curious to see the way in which that will get, like, followed up on or, like, reach a critical juncture.
Sure.
But right now, still putting it off.
Yeah.
Because this will go on forever, right?
Right. We're going to have just happy, fun tea time together forever. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I loved seeing Mio like jump out of her shell and get all excited about this. Not being like, oh, I don't want to be a musician anymore because if this is my inevitable future, if I am successful,
right, this
then
is
I'll
too
have to
much
stand
sensory
up in front
overload.
of
Yeah.
all these people and get all
Right,
scared.
right.
She actually just stayed in the moment and enjoyed it.
Was enjoying it. Yeah.
And that's something I feel like that's really special about like being young is that it takes a while for you to realize once you start to grow up a little bit to just stay in the moment because you did it naturally when you were a kid.
Right, but then you become a bit more conscious and you have to relearn how to do it.
Yeah, you have to relearn almost entirely because you lose it pretty quickly along the road to an adult. But it can be something where if you're aware of it, you can, pick it up again really quickly.
Yeah.
And a concert will overwhelm your senses to where things get really simple that quick. It's just flow with the music and just keep going. Yeah.
It will aggressively persuade you to be in the present.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But all right, y'all. Thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon to get on early access. There you can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general, and also be sure to check out our Twitch channel. So if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.